on a soggy Saturday morning. You see that, the Quad-City Times Bix 7. This is your pre-race coverage as you're taking a live look there down Brady Street Hill as the final preparations are under the way. I can see runners now starting to gather in their corrals. You see raincoats, you see no shirts, you see anything that you're going to get wet regardless here, whether there was rain or not, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to be sweating.
Exactly.
But yeah, Kyle Keel's now joining us here this morning. You're taking the weather duties here today.
I am, yes, and I have to deliver the bad news of the rain, but, you know, we're going to get this race going here at 9 a.m. Luckily, the lightning seems to be a little farther south of here right now, so that's the good news. But this is only the 10th time in the last 50 years that we've had rain on Bix Day. And as we look at First Alert Live Doppler radar right now, we can see the heaviest rain is now south of the Quad City. So that rain is starting to lighten up in Davenport, but obviously that course is going to be very wet here. So as we take a zoom in right down to Davenport, you can see that moderate rain moving out of downtown right now. So light to moderate rain here as we get started here at 9 a.m. But at least the temperatures aren't going to be scalding hot as we take a look at that Big 7 forecast here over the next few hours. We'll continue with rain. I think any thunderstorm chances will be down to the south, but notice those temperatures, they stay consistent in the low 70s, while that south-southwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And dew points, they're also in the low 70s. So obviously with all of this rain, it's very, very humid out here. But last year we had temperatures that were in the 70s, dew points in the 60s. So it'll be a little more uncomfortable here this year. But Kevin, as you mentioned, as we've really been saying all week, if you weren't going to be wet from the rain, you're going to be wet from the sweat. So good luck to all you runners out there, and we'll get through this course in the rain.
Yeah, I mean, you got your bib on. Best of luck to you as well.
Thank you so much.
And this is going to be a fun race, and I hope you have a good time. And of course, we'll be cheering you on as you're coming up the hill here.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to it. Yeah.
All right, let's head out to our next location. We have the entire course covered here from start to finish. Chief Meteorologist Eric Maitland out on the course as well. Eric, how's it going out there?
Well, you know, Bob Dylan said you didn't need a weatherman to tell him which way the wind is blowing. I don't need Kyle to tell me it's a moderate rain, and we've got it going on right here. And that will point out, make some for some interesting points. Obviously, there could be some slipping and sliding. We saw that at the sprints. You know, at this point, the mass of humanity, when they turn on Kirkwood, a lot of them, because that field of runners is so wide, they hit that grass median. And I'm wondering if anybody would happen to slip there. That would be almost tragic, because you've got a few thousand people right behind you trying to take that certain space that you have just fallen in. So we hope that doesn't happen. But as a runner of Bix for many years, I do want to point something out. As we look down Brady, you know, the runners get up top Brady Hill, they think, oh, that's great, it's flat. No, it's not. You get a little bit of a flat by Palmer, and then there's actually another incline before the road starts going down as you approach Kirkwood, and then it's a good chance to hit a downhill. But on the way back, you turn off of Kirkwood and you think it's the home stretch. Well, now you're going back up that incline before you go back down a little decline and then get to Brady Hill. We'll have to watch that for some more slipping and sliding as the runners try to get that sprint going to end the race.
All right, well, thank you, Eric. We'll try to get you out of the rain there for just a minute, but you were prepared there with the rain jacket. We appreciate it. All right, we have the course covered here from start to finish, but we also have the turnaround there at McClellan and River Drive, and that's where we have our own Marcia Linz doing her yearly duty down there at the turnaround. Marcia, welcome back from vacation.
Oh, thank you. I'm well rested and ready to get wet. This is the 15th year I've been here at the turnaround, and this is the only time that I remember this kind of rain. I think there was a light sprinkle one year. But we're all handling it well. We've all got our rain gear, my Peacock umbrella here. The volunteers are kind of waiting before they get their water cups out there, you know, because you don't want it full of rainwater. But speaking of the rain, you can see that at the bottom of the hill there is some water filling up the gutters and curbs here along McClellan Drive. I hope that the rain lets up a little bit so that we don't have any kind of slippery conditions for the runners, because the crowds get pretty thick, and so they may push them into those corners. So we're hoping everybody's keeping safety in mind, and we'll throw it back to you guys.
All right, well, thanks, Marcia, and yeah, try to stay dry the best that you can. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to be hearing from the race within the race, the Beat the Elite runners. Joey had an opportunity to sit down with them this morning here to see where their head's at here ahead of the 51st running of the Quad-City Times Bix 7.